We're both ready?
We're both ready. And see, you're not lonely in the dining room now with a picture of me hanging right here.
Yeah, that was lonely last week. Everybody missed you. Everybody missed you.
Trust me, I did not like missing it.
Yes, I know. It was kind of boring doing it by myself. It really was.
Yeah, I was running around. It's been crazy.
So, before we get into the tag, today is Tuesday, October 12th. This is our second attempt today?
Second attempt.
Yes. Because Jimmy's house is progressing quickly.
Yes.
Quickly.
I went to the property first thing this morning, started doing stuff, and a bolt of lightning and thunder at the same time came on the property, which meant it was on top of me. So then the person I was meeting out there, because I was running temp electric so I could start working on it, obviously not a good time to do temp electric. I got in the car and he's like, why don't we wait until noon? And I go, okay, we'll wait till noon because it was supposed to clear up. So then I drove over here.
And I had to get up early.
She had to get up early so I could do the tag. The minute I walked in the door, he goes, all right, it stopped. I'm on my way over. I'm like, all right, I'm leaving. So then I went back and then I just got done and then drove all the way back. And now we're doing it. See, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. And then we were trying to figure out a way to, because Jimmy's going to start his video.
Yes, I said I would do a video up until the point to where it was building. So tomorrow I start building. So we're trying to figure out how to do the video. I have all the videos.
The two most incompetent.
I am no help. She is way more than I am.
So we're trying to figure it out. So we're hoping to get that up later on this week.
Yes.
But that's not what we're going to hear to talk about right now.
Nope.
It's our Tag Tuesday.
Yep.
We are doing a theme this month for Halloween. So we came up with the questions, and I am going to tag my usual people. I'm going to tag Joan at Joan's Pointed Plate, Valerie Reese. I'm also going to add Weight Watchers with Carrie, and also I am going to add, don't worry Kim, I'm not going to say it, I am going to add Tracy over at Trials of a Long-Haired Girl, who originated the original Tuesday tags, but she's been having some issues with her surgery. So hopefully she can fit this in. I'm going to drop her an email to let her know that I tagged her. And then I don't know, is there anybody else we really want to tag? There's somebody that I don't know if we really want to tag.
I don't know if we want to tag them. Should we?
Should we tag them?
I mean, all right, I'll tag her. Kim from A Girl in Her Phone and Mr. Smith.
Okay, let's get started. And this is a getting ready for Halloween tag. Number 1, would you ever go to a graveyard at night?
Yep, wouldn't bother me. I mean, I don't want to, but I mean, if someone was like, you have to, all right.
No, it wouldn't bother me. I don't go to cemeteries.
Neither do I.
I just, I mean, obviously on the day of the funeral, I go to the cemetery.
Yes. My thinking is,
they're not there.
It's not them.
They're not there.
You can do the same thing you're doing there at home.
Yeah, I don't like. And then I always hated when we went to Boston, when we would go to see our relatives' tombstones and that. We had to put our hand on the tombstone, get our picture taken.
That's not creepy at all.
It's kind of creepy. And I don't know if it's true of everywhere, but in Boston, I have a memory of the Chinese. There was like sections in the cemetery where my family was born, or not born.
I was gonna say
where they were buried, and like I think that the section that I could be wrong, but my memory is that it was like the Irish were like in a certain section because it's like a family plot, a family plot. But there was some Chinese people that would go and have picnics on the cemetery, like on the graves. But I wouldn't have a problem going to the graveyard at night.
Nope.
No. I know that Christy's going to take care of my grave.
Yeah, Christy will be there. I'll talk to you from wherever I'm at.
Yeah, Christy and my sister Mary take care, and my brother Michael take care of all the graves right now. So when we got our grave sites, we got a whole row of them so that Christy, and we're right by a spigot.
I was going to say, perfect.
We're right by a spigot so she could hook up a hose and
just one spot.
Go right down the line. That was a big, I know this is kind of like going off the subject, but that's who we are.
That's true.
When we were picking out our grave sites, we were doing it because my sister Sue was close to passing away, and we just didn't want her to feel bad picking out a grave site, so we all picked up our own.
Right.
But my brother Michael is in a wall. Was that a mausoleum?
Mausoleum. Yeah.
And he wanted to like oversee our graves like he's going to see us. So we had to figure out where his tomb is, I guess it's called.
Right.
Wherever their slot, his slot. And he had to have a window view so he can overlook us in the cemetery. So we had to find out, and he found a spot, and then we looked out the window and we saw a spot, and that's where we went. It's only my family.
Not morbid or nothing.
No. Number 2, we're finally on number 2. In a zombie apocalypse. Oh, apocalypse now. Yeah. In a zombie apocalypse, what would be your weapon of choice? Aren't they afraid, or is that just vampires are afraid of
That's just vampires.
crosses?
I would say zombie apocalypse.
I think I would have...
Well, are we going by The Walking Dead? Because in The Walking Dead...
I don't know anything about zombies. I don't know anything about
zombies. In The Walking
zombies.
Dead, the only way you can kill the zombies was by, like, something with their head. I forgot. It was either, like, hitting them in the head, shoot them in the head, stab them in the head.
Oh.
So I would say baseball bat.
I guess my weapon of choice would be, because I would think, doesn't a zombie want to drink your blood? I don't know anything about zombies.
Zombies are just
dead people.
Dead people.
That haven't
that
really
come
passed
up and
on.
they're just trying to eat you.
I guess my weapon of choice would be a disguise, because I pretend I was,
That'd be a good one.
I'd be a zombie, I guess. Number 3, either as an adult or a child, would you rather go trick-or-treating or go to a Halloween party?
Trick-or-treating all day.
Trick-or-treating. Yeah. Even as an adult.
I still want to go. I still just want to walk up and go trick-or-treat. Well, we do trick-or-treat. Not anymore because the kids are older.
Yeah.
But when we took them trick-or-treating, there was adult trick-or-treating. You know, when the kids went up to get the candy, the adults went to get, they're from each house. So, not all the houses, but some of them.
Some of them. Or you brought your own.
I usually brought my own, but I mean, I'm not going to pass up a shot.
Yeah. I would always rather go to a trick-or-treat party. Halloween parties are just kind of... I've been to Halloween parties.
So have I.
They're just okay. Number 4, you're in a horror film. Are you the first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, the smart one, the survivor, or the killer?
I don't think anybody has any question on which one I am.
The comic relief.
I am clearly the comic relief.
I would probably be the first to die. I probably would, because I would... whoever I was with would throw me in front of everybody.
Yeah. No, you'd be like that. What's that commercial where they're all running from Jason, and they're like, "Here, let's go hide behind the chainsaws," and he's like, Jason's just shaking his head.
Yeah, no, I'd be the first to die. You would definitely be the comic relief.
Yes.
Number 5, do you watch something happy after watching a horror film? To help you sleep at night.
Oh no, that doesn't bother me. Although I do have a memory of watching when we were living on Roxbury, and we watched Carrie. Remember you watched Carrie, and then
I can't believe I let you watch that.
The minute it got done, Dad looks at me. He goes, "Hey, can you go in the basement, Grandpa? We're close." And I'm like, because we had the landing switch. But then the light switch for the entire basement, for some dumb reason, was on the complete opposite side of the house. So I'm like looking into the dark like, oh man, I gotta go over there.
I don't know why they did that when they built the basement. Oh, you know what? I think wasn't there, when you got to the bottom of the steps, you could pull a string for the light?
No, you had to go all the way over to where that bar was by the bathroom, and that was the light switch for the basement.
You're right, yeah. I don't know why they built it like that. That was weird. So my answer, do I watch something? I don't watch horror films. I don't like horror films. But if I watched one, I definitely would watch something like a Hallmark movie or something like that afterwards, definitely. Number 6, while watching a scary movie, are you the person who yells at the character, the person who covers their eyes constantly, or the person who falls asleep?
Person that falls asleep.
I would be, I constantly close my eyes. When Jim and I watch anything gory, like it's not even gory, I love medical shows, like Chicago Med and all that kind of stuff. I love those shows and Grey's Anatomy, but as soon as they show you cutting into the body, which I know is not really a body, right. I know it's just the special effects, I can't watch. I just can't watch, and so Jim will always say, "You can watch now," because I always turn away. I can't see
Right.
that. So I would say in a horror film, I would be the one that's looking away. Definitely.
I fall asleep because usually in horror films, I'm more like the minute you go off of what is reality, I'm no longer interested. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it's somebody like, hey, I'm chasing this guy and we got to arrest him, and you have a gun to his head and he escapes, I'm no longer interested in that show because that would
Yeah.
never happen. Like,
Right.
there's
Well, all
no
the
way.
shows when they hold a gun on someone and like they put it right like you said,
Yeah.
and then they don't really shoot.
Yeah, and then it's like I'm done.
Or Jim and I always like when they go, "Stop, police." Yeah, oh, okay, I'm going to stop. Yeah, right, I'm going to stop. Number 7, are you the one who gets scared or does the scaring?
Does the scaring?
I'm the one that gets scared.
Yeah.
Although I do like to scare people.
Although I do have a very bad mechanism when I get scared. I punch. Like anybody that knows me knows if they're going to scare me, it better be from a distance because I will swing. It has happened.
Note to myself, don't ever scare them.
No.
Number 9, what is the creepiest thing to ever happen to you? Ooh, I even wrote that one down and I can't even think of that. It's the creepiest thing that ever happened to you.
I can't think of anything. I get a lot of deja vu. If that counts.
Like what?
You know, like things like I'll be doing something and it's like I seen this in a dream like
Oh,
4 years
yeah.
ago and now it's coming true. Like, oh, that's kind of weird.
I'm trying to think of the creepiest thing that ever happened to me.
Actually, I had deja vu today when we were doing that thing on the computer today and we were sitting in there. I asked you for the pen. I didn't tell you, but I asked you for the pen.
Yeah.
And when you handed me the pen, it was like, I'd seen this somewhere. Like, it was weird.
I don't know, it's the creepiest. I can tell you what I think was like one thing that really scared me, that I thought was like stupid and idiotic, was one time Jimmy ran out of gas. And we
We were
went to,
fine. There was nothing going to happen.
no, and yeah, because your girlfriend, whoever it was sitting in the back of the car, like waving the traffic on, keep moving, nothing to see, keep, like we were waiting, and she was holding the gas can and went to light up a cigarette. And I'm thinking, you idiot! And you said, don't worry, don't be calm down. That was kind of creepy because I thought we were going to all blow up. Well, she's just sitting there smoking her cigarette, go on, keep going, holding the gas can. Okay, yours is just deja vu. And the last one, if someone dared you to spend the night in a haunted house for $100,000, would you?
In a heartbeat.
Yeah, I would too.
Yep.
Because I would just be like this the whole time.
I would do it for free just to see.
Oh, no, not me.
Yeah.
No. So, anyway, those are our 10 questions for the Getting Ready for Halloween tag. Once again, I am tagging Joan's Pointed Plate, Weight Watchers with Carrie, Tracy's Trials of a Long-Haired Girl, Valerie Reese.
And Kim and Mr. Smooth from A Girl on Her Phone.
So, if you're new to our channel,
Like,
comment,
subscribe.
and share.